Good afternoon, dear colleagues. In this video, I want to explain my goal of taking the Technology Teaching Fellow Institute course and how I was able to take some best practices out of this course. And I want to share also some of my successes with you. So one of my key concern about teaching online has been how to encourage student to student and student to instructor, as well as student to content participations. For example, I want to show you here. In this course, I was explaining how global media counterflow is active through Netflix and many other media platforms. So here you can see that I provided a Panopto video, which was an in-person course, but recorded using Panopto and then later shared with the students for asynchronous participation. So it was open to both in-person and remote participation. So here, after explaining the context, I invited them to participate in a poll, and that was opinion-based, so they could get points for any form of participations. And you could see that the student did participate. But then when I asked them to join in a student-to-student interaction in this particular discussion board, you can see some student participated, but there was not really a student-to-student interaction in this platform. So a student here participated individually, and my TAs observed it was not graded, and I also occasionally observed, but because it was not graded, there was no active feedback or participation was not required. So I wanted to do something about this for a course that I teach myself without any teaching assistant at 400 level. The course is titled Money and Power in International Communication. And in this course, I offered it remotely with synchronous Zoom participation and recorded for asynchronous reviewing later. The core goal of this course was exploring the emerging issues in international communication, with particularly focusing on advanced technological aspects of media, information, and internet platforms. So in this course, I wanted to encourage students to participate, not just sharing opinion, but also using participation as a knowledge construction tool. And I wanted to reward them for their work. So what I have done in this course, particularly at the course level, I invited them to examine media framing of geopolitically important communication technologies such as internet. And at weekly course module level, in the assignment, I wanted them to be able to generate debate, take an informed opinion position, as well as share their insights with others in the class. So here is what the course weekly module look like. And week 6, I talked about global internet infrastructures. It has required reading, additional reading, and a range of short articles that worked as a supplementary source to complement my lectures. So here, after the recording of the lectures, there were assignments including group presentation, group Canvas discussion post, as well as reading and lecture quiz. So from this Canvas discussion post 3, which was about 15% in total of the course grade, and they had to have 6 responses throughout the quarter, out of which 5 best score were taken. So here's how the redesigned course looked like. It was a 3-step assignment, Canvas discussion-based assignment. First, they had to actually do the reading and drawing from the lecture. They had to answer a particular question. For example, here, which country is leading in the money and in terms of power in a particular area of internet technology? And they were asked to provide 2 significant facts or evidence from the sources to support their answer. Now you see that this is an external task. They have to go outside the Canvas, but they are also given a range of supplementary articles as models, what kind of sources we're looking for. So I had practical demonstration presented in front of them at the beginning of the course, how to find secondary news sources reliable ones, credible ones, and use them to supplement their answer or use them as evidence. Then they also had to comment on how the media or the report framed that particular technological debate from a geopolitical point of view. So here, they were also rewarded, they got grade for two particular parts. One is the students' response themselves, where they must show use of external source that should supplement the course material and lecture. And then they also have to comment on other students within a group. They have to comment on their group mates' posts by reading them. So that comment cannot be simply just opinion, but they have to defend why they particularly support or disagree with their research or the findings. So here is what it looks like. Everybody posted and everybody received at least 3 feedback within a group of 6 or 7 students. And here I was able to give them additional feedback. So they received feedback from their peers. They also received feedback from myself, both qualitative and quantitative, in which I could also give them marks for commenting on other people's assignment feedback. So this is the way I was able to ensure a student-to-student interaction, student-to-content interaction, and student-to-instructor interaction. And my presence was manageable in a small course like this, which I think a student liked it, because in evaluation, I received pretty good feedback. They said this was a unique assignment, that they had to go outside the course materials, bring in evidence, share with the class, and they got feedback from both instructor and their peers. So I want to duplicate or replicate this in other courses. That was one of my discussion with the course consultation. I also want to implement some of the other takeaways I got from this course. For example, how to humanize online environment. That was one of my core interest. So a well-designed homepage with welcome video, embedding polls within Panopto video, providing video comments for assignment feedback, providing announcement with video. So that will help me to attach my face to the text. And I'll also encourage the student to post video comments to their peer instead of just typing and texting. So this will help to humanize the online learning environment more. So I'd love to hear what kind of suggestions or what are the best practices you may have, and what you have done to encourage a more active student-to-student and student-to-content, student-to-instructor interaction in your courses. And if you have any feedback about the strategies I have implemented, please do provide feedback. Thank you for your time.